finally, we have the super uber famous business Campbell model invented by Alexander Osterwalder in about 2010, 2011. An incredible innovation which is taught in every MBA today. The thing is that it's not taught very well. And why is that? Whenever I ask students, MBA students, if they know this tool, they all say, "Oh, please, not again. The business canvas model again." And that tells me, and I tell my students, if you don't think that the business canvas is awesome, then you never got to the root of it. Because once you know how powerful this tool can be, you will not say it's a boring tool. It's amazing. So, how do I show the students that this is an amazing tool? The number one reason, usual reason that students don't see the value of the business canvas model is that for the business canvas, and this is the template, for the business canvas to be useful, we need that the information in the business canvas reflects reality. And to do that, you need to go deep, what the Japanese call genchi genbutsu. You need to go really deep and get real data and real information. Otherwise, it becomes a superfluous exercise, and I would say even dangerous exercise. The business canvas model is divided in 9 elements, and the real power of this is not only what we said, there's an additional one, is that once you put this on the table, in the board meeting, on the table, it cuts, as Alex says, the blah, blah, blah. Because once it's there, it's visible, the keywords, the key elements of the business model are there and visible to everybody, then there is less misunderstandings and it's easier to innovate. And how do we innovate? So it's very, very simple. So let's look at an example of a modular furniture maker. And so the key partners go here, and this is, you could say, these are the key suppliers. Key activities go here, key resources are here. Here in the middle, you put what's the value proposition. In the startup world, you would say what's the unique selling proposition. Here you put what are the important things for your customer relationships. And here you put the sales channel. And here, customer segments, if you have any segments. Here below, you put the cost structure, and here the revenue streams. Okay, very fine. So look at how powerful this can be. In the case of IKEA, for example, the difference between an IKEA shop and a furniture shop in 1970, what is the difference? The difference is to take one of the elements of the cost structure of the furniture shop, which is assembling furniture, which is what furniture shops do. They assemble the furniture for you. From a traditional furniture shop to IKEA, the only thing we need to do is to move this little cost element from here, and we shift it to the customer. That's the difference, right? So this exercise is great to do with Post-its because you can move things around and visualize what would happen. Another thing I want to explain to you is how to show how important it is to get accurate information from a company. So an exercise I do with my students is I tell, okay, I know you've done the business canvas. Okay, please can you do it again and do it on Inditex, the famous Spanish company. And they protest and they do it. So we end up with a business canvas. where they list the 3 key elements for each of the 9 boxes here. And then I show them the only one documentary that exists on Inditex, which is only in Spanish, and I make them watch that documentary. It's 90 minutes. And then I tell them, do the business canvas again. And then they see that all the assumptions they did about the business of Inditex, half of them are incorrect, that they miss the key activities of the employees, that the customer segments are not the traditional customer segments, and so on. And then they say, aha, I get it. And this is, after that, they never again disregard the business model canvas as a boring or useless tool. On the contrary, it's a super important tool, super useful. And as Alexander says, it cuts the blah, blah, blah because it visualizes the key elements of the business on the table. Excellent. So that is all. So think about that when you do a visualization, your visualization will have an impact if it can work together with these team working tools. And so think about that. Excellent. I'll see you in the next